Hello, my name's Michael Conneely and I'm bringing this video to you from the beautiful west of Ireland, and it's all about how to work with the divine nature of Mars. And it's prompted by the fact that Mars is in horribly unsupported and violent energies in the month that I'm filming this, November 2021. So this video has a standalone nature applicable forever, but also needs to be looked at in relation to the detailed analysis of the difficult Mars energies I've done for the month of November. So basically, we humans are all here to learn to connect with the divine nature of each of the planets. The energy of each of the planets is in fact a face of the ultimate divine. And learning this is part of our destiny and incarnational life purpose for each of us. It's why we're here. It's the nature of being human, to develop more spiritual awareness and embodiment and expression of each of the planets. We start off in this life experiencing the planets in a destined, incomplete or wrong way, as expressed by the sign, house and aspects therein, the nakshatras therein, etc., as expressed by the vastness of our Vedic astrology chart and the helpful wonders of our psychodynamic Western astrology chart. And my readings and courses always combine the two. I believe it's necessary. I found it so. So just focusing on Mars for the purpose of this video, if we can succeed in identifying the proper nature of Mars, we will do so well in this life and in the month of November 2021 when the challenge is so arising. So monitor the way you express Mars. Take stock of how you experience and express Mars, and aim to be rightfully proud of yourself as your awareness and your expression grows. Now, I want to say that it can be helpful to do vision work to envision the divine nature of Mars, or of course any of the planets. And in the case of Mars, it can be so helpful to do vision work to envision the divine and truly spiritual warrior. What does he or she look like? And indeed, you can then go on to do an embodiment piece of work, to actually stand here in this physical world to embody the true Mars that you have just envisioned. Now, from 1998, I actually did a university-based 5-year field study, an ethnography of spiritual forms new to the modern West, encompassing Hinduism, Buddhism, paganism, shamanism, and utopian community. And I found that Tibetan Buddhism in particular has such wonderful ways of visualizing gods and goddesses, each in his or her pure land. And it was a wonder to find that following on from that, Tibetan Buddhism also offers deity assumption. So not just envisioning a goddess or a god, but actually arising as that god or goddess, and going out into the streets as that god or goddess, and viewing the streets as Avalokiteshvara or Vajrayogini might indeed see them, and relate to the people you encounter with the vastness of love that that face of the divine, the god and goddess, embodies and brings. So, in this case, when we're actually seeking to grow in our connection to the divine Mars, you can envision the divine Mars, and you can also go on to arise as the divine Mars, to embody the divine Mars. Now, this doesn't have to be within the framework of Tibetan Buddhism. We can each achieve it through a whole range of visualizing and embodiment techniques. And it's so useful to do this for Mars and for all of the planets. So what is the higher nature of Mars? The higher nature that we incarnate to grow, to get a better picture of, and to manifest in our consciousness and our life. The Mars nature that is more closely the divine Mars, more closely a face of the ultimate divine. So the important point is that Mars directs us to the yogas of knowledge and energy. The higher Mars gives us self-discipline. A strong and spiritual Mars is good for the practice of occult and spiritual rituals. It's so important to hear that Mars is the secret flame within matter. Mars is the planet of goal-orientated action. The positive side of Mars brings us the capacity to make great achievements in this life, but in harmony with law and truth. Envision Mars, the earth and fire spiritual warrior. Become the spiritual warrior. Achieve what you rightfully need to achieve now. So you can get in touch with me for a reading where in fact I can major on your Mars nature in this incarnation and how to grow with it. So you can go to my Star Wheel Astrology buy page to book a reading. And indeed, we are reopening the Master Vedic Astrology courses to new entrants after getting flooded out just over a year ago. And you study the divine nature of each of the planets in contrast to your personal connection to each planet. And of course, how to spiritually grow towards that divine nature of each planet. So get in touch with me for a reading. Go to my Star Wheel Astrology buy page. I always prepare vastly. They're expert. They encompass the vastness of Vedic astrology and the so practical wonders of psychodynamic Western astrology. And that principle underlies our courses too. So I look forward to hearing from you and hope this video has been both useful and inspiring. Thank you.